Alright, this is a review on the NEXPOW 1500A. I've got a 04 Titan that has a dead battery, and we're going to see how well this thing gets it jumped off. Supposedly pretty easy to use. Simply turn on the switch on the side here to on, power up here. You can see I've got full charge. With a full charge, this thing says it will last about 6 months on standby in your vehicle. They recommend that you check it every 3 months, but you just plug the adapter in to the end here. Oops, sorry, wrong end. This also has USB charging, so you can use it for, and also you just simply charge on an outlet in your house, anywhere you're at. Has a LED light on it as well. This is the port that you plug the charging cables into. Sorry, trying to do this one-handed. And if I can get this plugged in with one hand, I'll show you. Alright, so once that's plugged in, you'll get a flashing light on top. And this is probably why we're losing so much charge on our battery. All this corrosion buildup. So negative to negative, positive to positive. And once you've got that connected, you'll get a green light here indicating that you're ready to jump. And we'll go start her up. And just like that, cranks right up.
Es el segundo equipo que compro, puesto que el primero me ha salido muy bueno. Llevo ya con él casi un año. Y este pues es para regalárselo a un hermano de mi esposa que me pidió uno similar. Me ha funcionado perfectamente, no tengo quejas de él hasta el momento. El manual. Y viene con su cable para cargarlo de tipo C. Esto dice que es una gift card de $10. No sé si realmente funcione. Muchas gracias.
All right, here's a quick review of the NEXPOW 12,800 milliamp hour jump starter. Haven't actually had a chance to use it on the car yet. It's kind of tough to simulate the situation where you would need it, but overall, first impressions are pretty good. I like that there's a separate power button here. Makes it so that accidental pressing of this doesn't happen as much. Several ports on the end. You've got the two USB outputs, another 12-volt output, and then this is the charging port for the included charging cable. This guy right here is where you will hook up the leads for jump starting. This has some weight to it. It feels like it's actually put together well. You can see inside where the wires are attached, we've actually got a crimp and a solder connection, and it's connected to a separate little wire that goes around to the other side. So both of these sides are attached to the power and ground rather than just one side. They're also different lengths, so you can't accidentally touch them when you've just got them hanging around. It's got this light on the end, which is potentially useful if you are having to do some jump starting in the dark. Now for the things that I don't like so much about it. It doesn't come with any sort of a carrying bag. The box is nice. It's a pretty solid quality box. You could keep it in that in your trunk or wherever, but there's no designated case for it. And then the instruction manual, while it's complete, there's a lot in there, it's in broken English. And that makes it a little bit more difficult to understand. Thanks for watching.
Alright, so here is your NEXPOW 1500 amp car jump starter or battery jump starter. This is what you get in the package here, aside from the instruction manual. A little charging cable, the unit itself, and the plug-in jumper cables. As for the unit itself, you can see by the size of my hand, it's extremely small. Right here, you turn the on switch on, hit the power button, and tell you how charged up it is. Obviously, this is fully charged now. Also has a light, which if you hold this power button here for about 3 seconds, light comes on, either steady, hit it again for a fast strobe, hit it again for a slower strobe, and then one more time it flashes blue and red. For charging capability, you got 2 USB ports here, another for a cable, the input there for the charging cable, and then over here you have the port where you would plug in the charging cables here, and attached to your battery, obviously red positive, black negative. So far I've used this on a dead 2015 Ford Explorer, and it jumped it no problem. It's much smaller than your typical car charger like the one I used to have. Can put it in a glove box instead of taking up so much space in the trunk, and it's been great so far. Surprisingly enough, this little thing, it gets the job done just as those large one does. And actually, it's less expensive than I paid for my last jumper, so I'd highly recommend it.
Okay, so here's the test. This is the box I just bought. The car is dead at the moment, so we're gonna try this out, see if it works, and let you hear it's dead. All right, so we're gonna plug this up here. And connect the red, connect the black. Okay, that's that. Let's see what's going on. Works like a charm.
Well, here's my review. The battery's dead because my kids left the key. Okay, and I'll show you. Battery's dead. Turn key. Click. Nothing. Okay. Next, we're going to connect this. Connect this here. Lights blinking. It's connected. NEXPOW. And then we're going to connect here, obviously, and here. And it beeps. The light turns green. Makes some clicking noises. And 1, 2, 3. Starts right up on a dead battery.
So right now I got this old lawn tractor that's not starting. Failed to put the battery on the charger. She ain't got enough to crank over. So let's try this out. Just plugged it in. Should be pretty simple. Should be able to plug it in and pick it up and go with it. There's a button on there for power, but I think we're good. I don't think we gotta do anything. All I did was just plug it in. Got the green light. Let's see what happens. Oh crap. Don't mind the smoke, it's an old lawn tractor. That worked extremely good. Very satisfied with that.
So the jump starter, it's really easy coming out of the box. Here is the way the box arrives. Inside you have a charger, you have the cables, the battery itself, and a little charger. It seems pretty self-explanatory without even looking at the manual. The little charger right here goes in the side, right there. You can just plug it into any USB outlet, and it doesn't really take that long to charge, maybe about I don't know, I think I charge it for 2 hours. And then this is also pretty self-explanatory, which one goes to what parts of the battery, and then this side right here plugs into this little section right here. And it's shaped so that it can only go in one way. I'm really looking forward to using it as we live in really cold weather and our batteries die. So hopefully this was helpful.
All right. Little Dodge van. Completely dead. All right, here's a jump pack. Negative, positive. Let me just click this on here. And oh, get in there. There we go. What is this here? She's green, she's ready. All right, here we go. Wow. Color me impressed. Definitely worth it. Just a quick one. Completely dead. Already hooked the adapter on. Took that on. Okay, it's the green. Green. Go back in here. Check that out. Works great.
All right, as you can see, my battery right now is reading 10.3 volts. I'm gonna try to start the car. Didn't start, so let's move over. Got my jump starter cables right here. I'm gonna hook up the negative terminal. Hook up the positive. Now we come back over here. Over here, babe. So the battery was reading 10.3 volts. Now it's up to 13, and I'm gonna start the car. Starts up perfectly. Buy it.
Thing's awesome. Huge bright flashlight there, power button, external connector for your positive and your negative, notification that it's ready to go, charge the car, started super fast.